European dragon. We start where most people think of dragons. The European dragon. Picture this. Massive wings stretched wide against a burning sky, scales thick as armor, eyes like molten gold, claws that could tear through stone. These dragons are chaos, their destruction given form. In the old stories, they guard treasure, yes, but it's more than that. They represent greed, danger, the wild unknown. Knights would face them not just for gold, but to prove themselves, to conquer fear. The European dragon breathes fire, a weapon as old as the stories themselves. But here's the thing. Even within Europe, dragons weren't all the same. Welsh Dragon. The Welsh dragon, for example, became a symbol of power and pride. It wasn't a monster to slay. It was a protector, a guardian of the land. So even in one corner of the world, dragons could mean two completely different things. Chinese dragon. Now, let's travel east to China. Here, dragons are something else entirely. They don't destroy, they create. The Chinese dragon, or Long, is a creature of water, wisdom, and balance. Long, serpentine bodies, no wings, yet they fly through clouds and mist like they were born from the sky itself. These dragons don't hoard gold. They bring rain. They control rivers. They bless emperors. In Chinese culture, the dragon is sacred. It's a symbol of strength, yes, but also harmony. Good fortune, the universe in motion. You'll see them in art, in festivals, in ancient palaces. And unlike their European cousins, these dragons are almost always benevolent. Almost. Because even in the East, there are stories of dragons who lost their way, who brought floods instead of rain, who reminded people that power, even divine power, must be respected. Quetzalcoatl. But dragons aren't just found in Europe and Asia. Let's drift south. To the myths of Mesoamerica. Here we find Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Imagine a dragon covered not in scales, but in brilliant feathers. Greens, blues, golds shimmering in the sun. Quetzalcoatl wasn't just a dragon. He was a god, a creator, a teacher. He brought knowledge, agriculture, the wind itself. The Aztecs and the Maya revered him. His image was carved into temples, woven into the fabric of entire civilizations. This dragon didn't breathe fire or guard treasure. He gave life. He shaped the world. And yet, like all dragons, he carried immense power. Power that could nurture or consume depending on how it was honored. Wyvern. Now let's slow down. Let's talk about something quieter. The wyvern. Often confused with dragons, wyverns are their own species. Smaller. 2 legs instead of 4. Wings that double as front limbs. They're faster, more agile. In heraldry, the symbol language of medieval Europe, wyverns represented strength and protection. But in stories, they were often seen as lesser dragons. More beast than myth. More animal than god. Still dangerous, yes. But not quite carrying the same weight, the same legend. It's a reminder that even in the world of dragons, there are layers, hierarchies, variations that change everything. Hydra, then there's the Hydra. Now, some might argue the Hydra isn't a dragon, but look closer. A serpent body, multiple heads, regeneration, venom. The Hydra from Greek mythology is dragon adjacent at the very least. And it teaches us something important. Dragons, in many forms, represent challenges that grow when you fight them the wrong way. Cut off one head of the Hydra, and 2 more grow back. It's not just a monster, it's a lesson, a symbol of problems that multiply. When faced with brute force alone, the hero Hercules had to learn this. Fire was the answer, cauterizing each wound. Sometimes, dragons teach us that strength isn't enough. We need strategy, patience, wisdom. Nidhogg, Norse dragon of the world tree. Let's move to the frozen north. The Norse had their dragons too. Nidhogg, a dragon who gnaws at the roots of Yggdrasil, the world tree. This isn't a dragon you fight. This is a dragon woven into the fabric of existence itself. Always there, always chewing. A reminder that even the universe has its shadows. Its slow, inevitable decay. Japanese dragon, Ryu. In Japanese mythology, we find the Ryu, similar to Chinese dragons, but with their own distinct presence. Guardians of water and weather, often depicted with 3 claws instead of 4 or 5. These dragons live in rivers, lakes, oceans. They're mysterious, powerful, but not often seen. They represent the hidden forces of nature, the things we can't control but must respect. There's a gentleness to how they're portrayed, a reminder that power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it flows, quiet and inevitable, beneath the surface. See in the next video. Megalodon? Let's start with the celebrity. Megalodon. The shark so famous it has its own terrible movies. Subscribe if you made it this far. Like the video. Ring the bell and tell me which predator scared you the most.